There's nothing anybody can tell me. I am traumatized. Oh, you should not be angry. This wig is scratching me. Cut! One more time. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. You're welcome back to Bisho Lifestyle. If you're new here, hello, welcome back to another video by me. So guys, today's video we are going to be talking about, first of all, before I start this video, I just wanted to tell you guys that this is a video that God has really laid in my heart for a very long time, for a while now, and I've always been wondering that, oh, why should I do this video? I really don't know why God wants me to do this video, but it don't do. I know be disobedient child. It's time for me to obey and do this video, you know. In this video, I'm literally going to be talking about trauma. I'm mostly going to be talking about how people let trauma to affect them and to also affect like their relationship. And I'm just going to be talking about trauma in all, actually. So let's jump right into this video right now. So first of all, this video is like I said from the beginning, something, if in case you're seeing me look down, I made notes on my iPad. I cannot forget anything, you know. This video is something that God really wants me to talk about, and I really hope this video helps someone someday. I hope it helps someone, and I hope that it helps you to be able to know how to navigate things. So everybody has a childhood trauma. Everybody has that one thing that they are all going through, and that one thing that traumatizes them. Some people, it could be like maybe cooking, some could be eating, it could be anything that used to traumatize people, that everybody has a trigger for. But you see, some people use their trauma as an excuse to have bad behavior, and they also use it to affect people. I would say, like, there's some people that because of you have trauma, because you are traumatized by something, you are using that as an excuse or as an avenue to have a bad character or to have a character that is questionable. See, I'm not gonna lie, everybody has something that traumatizes them. Everybody has trauma. There's nobody on the face of the earth, except for Jesus Christ, that does not have trauma. Everybody has one thing that traumatizes them, or one thing that that triggers them to want to behave a certain way. One thing I know about trauma is that you are the one who has control over it to make sure that that thing does not affect your relationship with people. So people use trauma as an excuse to have bad character. There are some people that, oh, if you do one small thing to them or you just touch them like this, that thing has already triggered them, and then they'll just react to you anyhow. It is you that have the right to work on yourself so that you don't use your trauma to affect other people. People have trauma, but the trauma that some people have, they always want to add Jara inside it. That is where I'm going. They always want to add Jara inside it. They always want to put salt and pepper inside the trauma that they have. I'm going to explain what a trauma is to you according to Google, because I'm going to Google to get for trauma is. Trauma is a result of exposure to an incident or series of events that are emotionally disturbing or life-threatening, and it could be lasting in advanced effect in individuals' functions and mental, physical, social, and emotional and spiritual well-being. Yes, we all have that one thing. Especially when you grow up in an African home, we all have that one thing that bothers us, or one thing that you feel like, oh, it's a trigger for you. You were all beaten when you were young. Different things. It depends on the thing. So people use their trauma as an excuse or as an avenue to have bad behavior. Bad behavior, trauma. They are two different things. You might be traumatized as a child that because somebody did something for you, but do you know that you have the power on your own? You have the power over yourself to be able to help yourself to leave that traumatizing environment or that traumatizing scene that's happened to you. If it's for you to talk to the person who did this thing to you, or this is something that you did to me and I really did not like it traumatized me. You have the power to be able to bring yourself out of trauma. that incident or that thing that's happened to you, maybe while you were young or while you were growing up or even in your adulthood. It could be anything. I've met people that claim, or they have, some people claim, some people lie, they claim to have some specific traumas, some specific childhood traumas. But I found out that some of them, they use this trauma, this childhood trauma, as a defense mechanism that, oh, nobody can come through me, nobody likes me, nobody does this, nobody does that, like I'm the only one that is in this space, I'm the only one that's feeling all the old pain. But do you know something I found out is that once you are able to talk to other people about these things you are going through, you will find out that you are not the only person who is going through this same thing. You'll find out that a lot of people have this same condition or have this same trauma. And do you know that that is why sometimes connect groups are really good, because they can be able to help you out to leave that traumatizing moments that you are in, you know, and so that can be able to help you. I personally also have trauma of my own. I have trauma of my own, and I personally had to learn how to know that some of these things are not really trauma. There are things that we all go through, maybe while we're growing up or whatever, but we all have that one thing that we think that, oh, it's me. For me personally, I don't like staying in the kitchen for long. If I stay in the kitchen and my legs start hurting me, bro, I'm gonna switch off the old gas. That's like my own trigger. Like, that's my own. I don't want to cook anything if my leg hurts. No way. Like, I'm not doing that. Once you are able to figure out that, okay, this is a thing that I feel like, oh, is affecting me, this is something that's affecting me from being or doing what I'm meant to do or doing what I want to do, that will be able to help you to navigate what exactly is traumatizing you. Find out what is traumatizing you. Find out how to leave that situation. Because see, the moment you stay in that situation, in that place where you feel like, oh, I'm traumatized and I'm the only one that is going through it, that is that place where you are. That is where the devil would dwell. That is where the devil will be like, oh yes, I can leave her in that situation. Yes, she's traumatized and she will forever be traumatized. In that place, you'll find out that people will start leaving you because of that trauma has given you an avenue to have a bad character towards you, speaking to people, the way you talk, you just talk anyhow because you feel like, oh yeah, I can just tell her my mind, and let me just tell him my mind, let me just tell them my mind, oh, this is how I feel, without you even considering that, oh, how does this person feel about this? Because you feel like, oh, because somebody, when you were younger, somebody spoke to you this way and then you were not able to talk, so now I am all grown up now, let me just talk to everybody anyhow. My dear, my brother, my sister, let me tell you something. If you are like that, you have to change your ways. Let me tell you, because that is the place where you will notice that a lot of people are going to leave you, and that is the place where the devil dwells. Like, the devil will be like, ah, see this one, she knows how to talk. I am matter, go and start talking. You be talking up and down, talking up and down, you talking up and down, and that's where you find out that you are just in that same position of just saying you are traumatized, but you don't want to leave that trauma because you believe that that's a stigma that you have placed on yourself. You have stigmatized yourself. You are traumatizing yourself. You are literally traumatizing yourself by yourself. But once you make that decision that, God, I don't want this trauma to define me, to define my person, to define my personality. God, I want to be different from all these things I've gone through. I want to live a different life. I want to be a different person. I don't want to be the same person that somebody met 2 years ago. I don't want to be that same person. I have friends that it's not the same way I met some of my friends that they are today. Everybody has grown. Everybody has evolved. The Holy Spirit has really helped a lot of us. Especially, like, even in the fact of, oh, just being on your own, being quiet, being this, those things are little things that can lead to depression. And that is one thing that trauma also does to you. I'm traumatized. There's nothing anybody can tell me. I am traumatized and I don't want to hear. There's nothing you will tell me in this planet that will not make me feel like I am traumatized, and that's the end. There's nothing. So see, we all have the power over our trauma. Don't let your trauma define you. Don't let it define the kind of person that God has created you to be. Don't let it be the reason why people will run away from you because of your bad character. See, trauma is a very big thing. It's a very, very big thing that we need to talk about more. People are traumatized. I am traumatized. I am traumatized. You that are watching this video, you also know you are traumatized. You are all traumatized by one thing or the other. I can never ever go to La Ronde again because I don't like heights, and I'm traumatized by heights. Before somebody will make me fall down. So we are all traumatized by one thing or the other. Like I said, don't use it as an excuse to hate on someone every time. Yes, we are all traumatized, but make sure to heal from it before you see how it could affect your friends and even your personality. I think I talked about that already. Even your personality. Imagine because of you are traumatized, you cannot even relate with people. You can't even talk properly to people. You can't even be able to help people because of Bola traumatized you. When you helped Bola, Bola took advantage of you. Bola fell something down on the floor, and then since when Bola did that thing to you, you have been traumatized from helping people. Since then, you have decided, no, never in my life again will I help people. See, let me tell you, you never know who you are going to be of help for tomorrow. If you are traumatized by something like that, don't let that be your personality. If you meet me in person, I'm very, very nice. I can smile. Oh my god, I can smile from now to next year. I'm sure you should have known that on my video. I can smile a lot. I smile a lot on my, but see, I'm the kind of person that I know myself, and I know that I easily get irritated. You can just say something and you might not mean it the way you mean it, but for me that's like my own stupid trauma. But sometimes if somebody says something that might get irritated, I'll have to calm down and re-listen to what they're saying so that I'll not gonna react in the wrong way, you know. But all these kind of things are things that we all say is trauma, but at the same time too, don't let it be the reason why you are acting like somebody that has coin when you don't have coin in your head. Especially when you don't really know me. Like, it's the way you actually always was. A time when you don't know me and you feel like, oh, you can just use me and you can do all this kind of things. To me, I'm very, very, see, it's not like I'm hyping myself, but I know that I am very, very accommodating and I'm very, very nice. I know myself, but to an extent. And at the same time, I also make sure that I have my limits. I started learning how to have my limits. Let me just be very, 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 very honest here. I started learning how to have my limits. Before, I don't know limits. I don't know limits. But all of a sudden, I started learning how to have my limits, how to know that, okay, yes, Bidemi, you have done your best, draw your line here, okay, thank you, God bless you, I've done my own part, you know, that kind of thing. Like I said, we all grew up in an African household, and it's not beans, it's not moi moi. Is it for ewa? Is it for moi moi? Is it for akara? It's not for any one of them. Yes, and I know we all have trauma. We all have trauma. We all have that thing that we are all going through. We all have that thing that we feel like, oh yeah, this thing has traumatized me. Never again will I do that. Physically, like I said, like I've helped Bola before, I've helped Remy before, so why should I help her? So you want what Remy did for me before, so that Bola will do it, so that I will not. Avoid it. Just do what you know you can do. Do what you know you can do. Do what you know you can do. Don't let other people's things affect you. The people have conditioned their hearts that they even say, see, I've met people who have mind in this life, and they will say that, oh, it's because of when they were younger, they don't used to talk like that. So when they grow now, their mouth is like, is loose. They don't care. Like people just say some certain wicked and callous things to people because they feel like, oh yeah, when I was young, I was traumatized by not talking, you know, let me just destroy your head. Let me blow your head up, you know? People don't even know what it means for someone to say, I love you. Some people don't know because they are traumatized, because they believe that, oh, when I was young, in my childhood, nobody ever said I love you to you. Nobody ever said, oh, I like you. Nobody ever said all these things to you. So that's why you now decide that since to me were traumatized by that. Nobody love me, nobody cares about me, it's only me that remain in this whole planet. Since it's only you, now only you get trauma for this life. My dear, my sister, my brother, if you know any friend, if you have any friend or anybody that you know that the person has traumas and the person is also using that as an excuse or as an avenue to have bad character, very bad character, first of all, pray for the person. That's the first thing I'll say. Pray for the person and let the person get close to God. Let God be able to help the person to bring out that trauma. See that trauma where you won't get, God will help you to bring it out. Like fish, God now, he will fish you out. You know, once you just see that there's that friend or that person that you see that, oh yeah, you're traumatized, first of all, give it to God. Let God be the one that will heal you. Let God heal you inside out. See, there's nothing we put in God's hand that is ever broken. Nothing. God will always give you complete healing, and it will always put you in that avenue to be able to be okay, to be whole, to be complete in yourself, to be able to go through that trauma. Because see, once trauma is something that if you hide it, if you keep hiding it and say, oh no, something keep happening to you, you keep putting it down, oh yeah, it's not anything, it does not affect me. See, the day that thing will affect you, you will not have power over it. You will just think that, oh yeah, I'm good, nothing, no shaking. See, if you are traumatized, see, pray to God and let God really help you to be able to go through that situation. Trauma is not a good thing to live with. It's really not a good thing to live with. It's not a good thing for you to use as an avenue to destroy your personality. Don't let people see you for, oh yeah, she's bad, oh yeah, she's good, oh yeah, she's this. See, don't pretend. Don't please people because of, oh, when you were traumatized, when you were younger, and people don't used to give you validations. So that's like your own trigger that, oh yeah, I must tell everybody in the world everything I want to do so that I can be able to get validations, and then they can see that, yeah, I have made it, I am fulfilled. See, let me tell you something. What trauma will do is that it will, see, the devil, you see, it is in that place that you had, that is where the devil will dwell. The devil will put things in your mind and be like, ah, you see Sheun, you see that Sheun guy, he does not like you. Sheun is jealous of you. Just because of, the devil knows that you are dealing with a lot, and he knows that your self-confidence, everything is being dealt with just because of the way you grew up, or just because of, oh, you are traumatized by something that somebody did to you. See, don't use that as an avenue to have a bad character. Try to work on yourself. And see, for those people who are, I don't know if this is just coming to my spirit, I just want to say it. I don't want to say it, but I have to say it. For those people that probably you are in a relationship and then the person you are with is holding trauma in their self. They say that they are traumatized and they don't want to, they don't want to change. They have decided that they want to be champion is, yeah, hey, since they say they want to become the champion of trauma. See, let me tell you something. One thing I have learned is that you cannot help who does not want to be helped. And once you cannot help who has decided that they want to make your life hard and they don't want to be helped. So don't try to help anybody. Once you see that this person is very, very traumatized and the person needs help, my advice for you is, my sister, my brother, once you see that you cannot handle it, because there's some trauma, there are different levels of trauma. There are different levels of trauma. Once you see that this person is obviously not ready to change, please don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. And see, some people are not even ready to change. Some people want to use that trauma, they use and destroy your life because of somebody. One person like that did something to them, or one girl like that broke their heart, or one guy broke their heart. See, don't waste your time. Just leave the person alone and let the person, tell the person, enjoy your future. Keep your trauma to yourself and enjoy your future. Some people will even blame you. You will not do anything. They go blame you, say now you they traumatize them. I'm just gonna end this video here because I think I've talked too much. Because if I keep talking about this trauma, I promise you people we're not gonna say this video today. I hope this video has been able to help somebody who is going through trauma or who has gone through trauma. If you guys want me to go deeper in this topic, let me know in the comment section so that I can be able to see. I have a lot of things I want to talk about on my channel, but I cannot just come and talk. I'm in this journey with God that now God they tell me, say me, this is what I want to talk about. I cannot just come to this my channel and just say anything and just open my mouth and don't do blah. So I have to really pray about it, and I have to be really ready to talk about it. There's so many things I'm going to invest as we go on in this channel. There are so many things I'm going to be opening up about, and more things that the Holy Spirit is really going to be helping me with. I'll see you guys in another video. Thank you for tuning in. I hope this video makes sense, because to be honest, I don't know if I said anything that makes sense, but God did, and God knows the best. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching this video, and do have a wonderful night, a wonderful day, a wonderful evening, a wonderful afternoon, and I will see you guys in another video. Hopefully by God's grace I'll be recording another video soon, and if I don't like this video, I promise you guys I'm not gonna release it. But I'll see you guys later. Toodles, bye.